was in the Arts and Sciences department at third year na sa Speech and Drama department ako. I was given a letter, if I remember, or I was officially asked if I could join and if I would be willing to go through an interview by the DMST head and by several others in the DMST. The criteria they said would be you'd have to have a certain average. I think it was 2.5 minimum. And then they would also give weight to your other activities, your extracurricular activities, and your involvement in UP affairs and UP events, good moral character, and pretty much that was it. And then I was interviewed. I'm proud to say, I'm honored to say, maybe it was very circumstantial or coincidental that the year I became core sponsor was also the year that the ROTC color company with the Rayadillo was instituted. So that became, since that was the launching, and maybe because my father was an actor and I was the daughter of my father, and I was very active in school activities, co-curricular activities. The joint interest in the Rayadillo and in the core of sponsors, represented here by myself, landed us in the front page of at least 2 magazines and inner pages of some other magazines. So the interest in the core of sponsors and the color company combined was heightened. I believed in what it stood for, what the core of sponsors stood for, and in fact, I was very complimented when I was invited, because I knew that because of the criteria and the guidelines, not every female student could become a sponsor, much less the core sponsor. Barely in my junior year at the time. So I thought that it was an honor, and I thought that it was a way to assist the Vanguard by participating as the distaff side or the support arm of the Vanguard. It was not every day that we had to go to the DMST to report. Many of the events were held on weekends, not every weekend though, and of course when there were special events. I remember we had our meetings, we had our seminars, we had our training in shooting, for example. We were trained to shoot rifles and pistols. Remember, with option, we could train if we wanted to in some sports. Was it arnis or judo? But this was optional. Of course, we had our social events. The inauguration or the investiture of the core of sponsors was capped by, I'm trying to remember if we had it at the same time as the Vanguard, the ROTC. Magkahiwalay yata. But there were the social traditions like the Ring Hop ba yun, where the core commander would pay some kind of tribute to his core sponsor in a ceremony, and this trickled down to the other officers, the battalion officer, the color company officer down the line, and the counterpart sponsor. Because I don't know how it is now, but for each position in the Vanguard, there was a corresponding sponsor. We had a lot of briefing and some seminars. on various topics like personality development, um, mission worthiness, goal setting, and more importantly, how to complement the Vanguard as core of sponsors, how to give support, inspiration. We had the social events, and we had training in how to defend oneself and how to handle pistols, rifles, etc. Self-defense, meron kami. There were some DMST alumni gatherings that we also were asked to attend or to grace. They always use. Siyempre, our investiture, no? It rained hard. They said it was traditional for the investitures of the sponsors to always be rained out. And since this was in the sunken garden, so our shoes, our white shoes or off-white shoes, became muddy. Naka-nylons kami nun. So we had, smatterings of dust and mud. Because it rained and because we had to go on with the march and the parade and the investiture ceremonies, wala naman kaming payong. So by the time we went up the grandstand, or if it was not the main grandstand, it was a simulated stage. We were all wet like, chickens, wet chickens. Yung aming mga buhok na, diba, at that time, nakatis pa yung mga buhok namin. So at that time, wala na. Para na kami mga basang sisiw kasi naulanan kami. And of course, our uniforms were partly drenched also. So we had to dry up while participating in the ceremonies. Hindi ko ngayon alam kung meron bang commission na dressmaker or couturier for the corps. During our time, I think it was Pitoy Moreno, who at that time was the leading couturier. And because Pitoy Moreno was also a UP alumnus, and his sister, Virginia Moreno, was director or dean, Fine Arts School ba, or the Film Institute, one of those. So merong malasakit, may relationship. And we would always wear those uniforms whenever there were events. First of all, it was to balance studies with the activities and the requirements of a sponsor. I was a scholar at that time, and so I had to maintain my grades. But then there were all of these activities. Aside from being core sponsor, I was president of the UP Dramatic Club, president of the UP Women's Club, or no, at that time I was vice president of the UP Women's Club. I had so many other activities. I was doing theater and so many others. So it was a tough balancing act to maintain grades and to be active in these other activities and their requirements. I believe, looking back now, it was the discipline. We had to have some discipline in abiding by the requirements of the Corps of Sponsors. We had to have some discipline in balancing our time. There were activities that, together with the other activities in campus, proved to be kind of rigorous. So then given that you had to balance with the academics, kuminsan it became very challenging, no? Maybe as trivia, another challenge was to prove that the core of sponsors was not merely a decorative position or a decorative group na sabi nila, ay nako, pag maganda ka, okay ka na, di ba? Pero hindi totoo yun kasi maraming mga requirements, maraming criteria, hindi lang yung physical appeal mo, no? There were a lot of others. By the way, we also had, we remember we had to do some writing and we had to do reports also to the DMSC. I'm trying to remember if we had our own newsletter. Parang meron yata eh. Or maybe I'm confusing it with the newsletter of the UP Women's Club, which I edited as president. But there were reports that needed to be made, and there was some accounting that needed to be made because there were some activities that incurred cost, expenses, and of course we had to account for them. So it was not all a paganda, paglamor event, no? And most of all, they were the lessons of pakikisama. You know, when you had a group of very bright women, very active women, the bigger challenge there is how to elicit cooperation from them. Kasi mas marurunong yan eh. Magaganda, mga leaders in their own right, leaders in their own departments. And so had to take one's own discipline and a sense of empathy, to be able to put oneself in the shoes of others. So you would have a great sensitivity to their feelings, their situations, their circumstance, so you can get them all together to actively participate and to help you fulfill your goal. Mas mahirap pag magagaling at marurunong at magaganda yung mga ine-help mo. Yun nga, to have to deal with the male counterparts, no? Ang dami niyan. You have to deal with the different, when you're core sponsor, parang, of course, nandun ka sa itaas, partner ng core commander. But there is accountability, command responsibility for the different people you have with you who represent the other sectors of the vanguard, di ba? Hindi pwedeng hindi ka makisalamuha or hindi pwedeng hindi mo matutunan ang ginagawa ng battalion, ng color company, ng company something, company ganyan. You would have to know or at least have some basic quite superficial knowledge of the goings on because you have to deal with these people. You get to talk to them, you get to meet them, you hobnob with them. Pag merong, halimbawa, bloodletting, which is one of the activities of the Corps, no? In a tie-up with the Red Cross, you don't only assist one or two or three persons, but a number of persons, not only among the donors, but the people who help organize and execute the donation or the bloodletting activity. And then, siyempre, merong charity work component yan eh. Pag merong devastations or charities, the Corps would be expected to drum up with some fundraising activity to help the less fortunate ones. Starting off with the ones in the in the campus, but then also branching out to those in the periphery. It's an adventure. It's a different departmentalized experience because you deal with a sector of the university that has its own built-in goals and structure. So kasama ka doon. So parang merong uniqueness about it. And it evokes learning pag gano'n, di ba? So meron kang experience sa ganito, sa parang yan yung military, di ba, among students. So it provided a unique experience. So